face reveal. Today I'm going to be graphing f of x is equal to x plus cosine x. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw a table, because this is really, if I can show for the values of x and then for the values of cosine x, and then I just add them up on the table, that will be the value of this. A thing to note is that there's no cool trick or whatever to just be able to solve this in one shot. You really have to do a table and add up this plus this separately. So I'm going to do this in the range of 2 pi. I'm going to start with my table. We're going to have 0, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. That's going to be our domain. Okay, and then we're going to do put in these values for x, and then for cosine x, and at the end we're going to be able to solve for f of x, which is going to be that plus that. So let me make this like a table. Okay, so now we have it like a table. Well, when y is equal to 0, x is going to be equal to 0. When y is equal to, or f of x is equal to pi over 2, x is going to be pi over 2. Again, this right here, we're just going to say x is equal to f of x. Cosine of x is equal to f of x. This is going to be the y coordinate, or f of x is going to be the x coordinate, x cosine x plus cosine x. So when y, if it's just like y equals x, this is going to be the same value for all of them. And you'll note that this is equal to x equals y. Just fun fact. Now cosine of x, I'm going to draw my unit circle because I think it really helps out. When the angle is 0, remember cosine is the x value, or x over r, when in this case r is equal to 0, so it's really just x. This length right here is going to be 1. Pi over 2 up here, we're going to have 0. For pi over here is going to be minus 1. For 3 pi over 2 over here, it's still going to be 0. And for 2 pi again over here, we're going to have 1. Now what we do for f of x is we just add up these two. So 0 plus 1 is 1. Pi over 2 plus 0, pi over 2. That'll be pi minus 1. This will be 3 pi over 2. And this will be 2 pi plus 1. Okay. So now that we have this information down, I'm just going to say what the points are. For the x thing, I have 0, 0, pi over 2, pi over 2, pi, pi, 3 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi, 2 pi. Ooh, my arms are getting tired. And then for cosine x, we have got some toilet paper here to erase it. We have 0, 1. Then we have pi over 2, 0. Then we have pi minus 1. 3 pi over 2, 0. 2 pi, just 2 pi. 2 pi, 1. And I'm just not going to write what f of x is because it's just these two added together. So now we can go erase this and start our graph. I also didn't really need to write what that x thing because it's just equal to the y value, but it's fine. You can write either one or even neither if you're that confident in yourself. Okay. So I'm gonna make this graph up to 7 and out by 7. So I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now for the x one we have 0, 0. Power 2, power 2. Now here. I wrote this all down over here so I can see exactly where it is. It's about right over here, and then our next one is 3.14, and then our next one is 4 point something. I tried to make this even, but it's not actually. And then we have 2 pi, which is just over here. Okay. So this is f of x is equal to x. Now we can do the cosine. So this is pretty trivial stuff. Since I didn't do these in terms of pi, which it could be easier to, it's weird numbers over here. And again, we will have like pi minus 1, so it's weird numbers either way, even if you do it in terms of pi. And then we have, I should make this down to minus 1 over here. And then our next point is going to be right here, and you can see how these align. Nope. That wouldn't make any sense. That would beat math if that was equal to 0. Okay, and so now I'm going to label that as the f of x is equal to cosine x. And now all we need to do is add these numbers. So for this one we get 1, this one we get right over here, or pi over 2, and then for this one we get pi and then pi minus 1, which you'll notice how since this went down by 1, this right here is going to go down minus 1 for the average graph, and then this was right at 0, so it's going to be right here, and then this went up 1, so it's actually going to be way over there. So it looks something like this. And you'll see it sort of looks like a business cycle, in case you guys do econ. And that's going to be f of x of cosine x plus x. So all we really did was we just added the two graphs, and that just gave us the new wanted graph. That was the question. It's really nothing so special. All you have to do is make sure that you keep track of things. It's going to take a while to do, but it's not super difficult. It's very plausible. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.